Adam Silver, Anthony Edwards, the new star the NBA is trying to promote right now in their sports league. Adam Silver is probably saying right now, please, please, please save the NBA, Anthony Edwards. We really need you. Pretty please. Just kidding, but all jokes aside, this is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Adam Silver being desperate for Anthony Edwards to save the NBA. Remember, TV ratings for the NBA have been garbage in recent seasons, and a major reason for the decline of interest in the NBA is because of the lack of American superstars in their sports league. In fact, one could probably say the overpromotion of LeBron James has led people to protest watching NBA games. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Will Anthony Edwards be able to save the NBA? Honestly, that question is going to be dependent on Adam Silver. Adam Silver, as you guys know, is the NBA commissioner, better known as an emasculated man. Well, if Adam Silver can actually promote Anthony Edwards the correct way, then yes, Anthony Edwards will be able to save the NBA. However, if Adam Silver promotes Anthony Edwards in the wrong fashion, then no, he won't be able to save the NBA. One of the issues that the NBA has had the past decade with Adam Silver as commissioner of the NBA is his lack of ability to be a strong leader and to be able to stand up to the players. One of the reasons why the NBA has declined interest in general is because of the fact that they keep promoting the wrong stars in the game of basketball. They keep wanting to over promote LeBron James all the time, and obviously a lot of people in this country are fed up with LeBron James, whether it's on the court or off the court, or in some people's cases it's both. I'm not saying LeBron James is a bad guy in general. In fact, LeBron James is a great guy off the court in terms of charities and being able to help out people who are underprivileged. However, that's about the only good thing I'm going to say about LeBron James, because you look at LeBron James off the court, he rambles on too much about social justice and how we need to help people in the black community. But then when it comes to issues in China, all of a sudden he wants to stay silent and his ass to the Chinese government. And we all know that LeBron James is a hypocrite in general when it comes to politics. We all know that LeBron James supports the Democratic Party. I don't have a problem with people who support the Democratic Party, but I have an issue with people who keep trying to tell us to support which side of the political cause you need to be on, and how everybody is racist all the time, and that all white people were born to be evil, and how Donald Trump, oh my God, he's the most racist man on earth, and we need to cancel Donald Trump at all costs. Obviously, that's going to piss a lot of people off, and that's why they quit watching the NBA, because Adam Silver allowed that behavior to happen. Do you guys remember when the NBA was in the bubble during the COVID time, and they kept promoting Black Lives Matter all the time, and how some of the police officers are some of the most evil people in the world ever? I mean, obviously, when you say stuff like that, yeah, the casual fan is going to turn off the NBA and change the channel, because they're not going to support a product that goes woke all the time. And to the NBA's credit, they are trying to clean up that mess, and they're trying to stay apolitical now, but it might be too little too late. At least that has been the case the last several seasons, because television ratings for the NBA have significantly declined since then. LeBron James is just simply not a marketable draw, because he has said a lot of things that has pissed people off. Obviously, it's not even just off the court stuff that pisses people off with LeBron James. It's on the court stuff too. It's the fact that he acts like a prima donna and that he acts like a diva all the time. In fact, calling LeBron James a diva would probably not even be the right word to say, because of the fact that LeBron James acts more like a diva, if that's even possible. He gets every coach fired. He demands his teammates to get traded all the time. The dude begs for help all the time, and he constantly changes teams all the time whenever things don't get his way. Whenever things go tough, instead of dealing with it, he likes to run away from adversity. And obviously, people don't respect that. And the fact that Adam Silver and the NBA keep promoting LeBron James all the time, yeah, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to go ahead and change the channel because of the fact that they can't relate to LeBron James, and they quite frankly don't want to deal with that. And you know what? I kind of feel the same way myself. Even though I'm a diehard fan of the NBA, obviously a lot of people are not diehard fans of the NBA. The NBA shouldn't be trying to convince me to watch their product, because I'm always going to watch their product all the time. I'm a basketball fan and I like watching basketball all the time. However, they need to do a better job relating to their casual fans, and casual fans are turned off by the behavior of LeBron James. That's that's one of the reasons why the NBA has declined interest in the last several seasons. Just the lack of relatability amongst their superstars and fan bases. Obviously, LeBron James has ruined the NBA in that aspect. But as far as Anthony Edwards, as far as I know about him, it seems like Anthony Edwards is going to be a relatable guy because of the fact that he's not an international superstar and because of the fact that he doesn't believe in load management. He doesn't believe in changing teams all the time, and that he is able to elevate small market teams into title contenders. You look how Anthony Edwards has been putting the Minnesota Timberwolves on his back. You saw Jaden McDaniels score 0 points in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs against the Denver Nuggets on Saturday night. And you know what Anthony Edwards said? Who cares? Who cares if one of my starting players gives me 0 points in the starting line? I'm just going to go ahead and score 43 points. I'm going to grab 7 rebounds, and I'm going to make 3 assists and play great defense while I'm at it. I'm going to go ahead and lock down Jamal Murray on the defensive side of the floor, and we're going to find a way to win Game 1. Could you imagine if that was LeBron James? If that was LeBron James that had Jaden McDaniels as his teammate in Game 1, he would have found a way to blow that game, and then he would have said after the game, yeah, I need more help on my team. But Anthony Edwards says, you know what? I don't expect my role players to be great because I'm going to go ahead and do the job for them. I'm going to find a way to get the job done and steal a game on the road in Denver. And obviously, a lot of people are going to respect Anthony Edwards for taking that position. I've grown to like Anthony Edwards over the years. I was always an Anthony Edwards fan coming out of the draft. I wanted the Minnesota Timberwolves to take him #1 overall because I thought he was the best overall prospect in that draft class. I know a lot of people didn't feel that way. They wanted LaMelo Ball or they wanted James Wiseman. And obviously, Anthony Edwards has proven to be the best player in that year's draft class because he has been phenomenal for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The ability for Anthony Edwards to play both sides of the floor is really impressive. He doesn't load manage. He's relatable to the casual fan. And if Adam Silver is smart, he's going to use those factors and keep promoting the Minnesota Timberwolves. If I'm Adam Silver next season, I'm going to keep putting the Minnesota Timberwolves on primetime games because of the fact that a lot of people are going to get behind the support of Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a likable dude that has a lot of personality to his game. This guy is a straight up dog. You look at how Anthony Edwards doesn't low manage. He actually plays defense. He makes a lot of shots. He doesn't run away from big moments, and he doesn't believe in ducking the grind. We all know that Anthony Edwards likes to put in that work, and he likes to be a great basketball player, and that he is desirable amongst casual fans. Anthony Edwards in general is just a likable dude. I don't know how anybody can watch basketball and not like Anthony Edwards. To me, he has a little bit of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant in him in terms of the mentality. Now, am I saying Anthony Edwards is as good as Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant? Of course not. But what I am saying about Anthony Edwards is that he's a hell of a player and that he finds ways to make his teammates better around him legitimately, not like LeBron James, who jumps around from team to team and constantly changes teammates and coaches all the time, and then says, I need more help. The way LeBron James does his things, he constantly expects people to give him help all the time, and he constantly tries to avoid competition. But Anthony Edwards, on the other hand, doesn't do that at all. I like the mentality of Anthony Edwards and how he doesn't try to team up with superstar to superstar and try to form up super teams. I like the fact that Anthony Edwards wants to actually create rivalries and want to create good competition amongst his peers, because that's what the casual fans want. That's what the casual fans want to see. And when the NBA promotes that kind of behavior, guess what? They're going to get more fans to come back into their sports league. You know why I'm confident that the NBA is going to eventually recover if they promote Anthony Edwards as their star player? Because of the fact that Caitlin Clark has actually made the WNBA somewhat relevant. The WNBA is better known as a dump to me, and that they are an absolute garbage product. But Caitlin Clark has actually made the WNBA somewhat watchable, which I have to give her tremendous credit for. We obviously know that Caitlin Clark is female Steph Curry. She's a great basketball player. But back to my point about Anthony Edwards, though. Anthony Edwards is a likable dude that has a little bit of Michael Jordan in his game, and he has a little bit of the mentality of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. He's a little old school, and I appreciate that about Anthony Edwards. I like the fact that Anthony Edwards has a great mentality when it comes to the game of basketball, and that he's a pure hooper in the game of basketball. That's just something you have to appreciate about Anthony Edwards. If I'm Adam Silver, I would be desperate to force Anthony Edwards to make sure that he ends up in the NBA Finals this year. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Denver Nuggets are going to win this series in 7 games, and that they're going to find a way to win Game 2 tonight. But I'm hoping that the Minnesota Timberwolves can advance far in the NBA playoffs because they are a marketable draw. If if you keep promoting Anthony Edwards, then he's going to be able to save the NBA, and he's going to get those casual viewers back to watching their product because of the fact that he's so anti-LeBron James, and you just have to appreciate that. I know he says LeBron James is one of the best players in the world, and that's obviously true, but he was just saying that just so people wouldn't attack him for not knowing the game of basketball. Obviously, Anthony Edwards knows that deep down, his mentality is better than LeBron James' mentality, but he was just saying that to pay respect to previous legends of the game, something that a lot of NBA players in general struggle with. Obviously, the NBA players that we've been promoting the last 10 years have done nothing but piss off the casual fan, but to Anthony Edwards' credit, he hasn't done that yet, and I don't think he's going to start doing that now. He's an interesting figure. He likes to run his mouth. He's a trash talker, and more importantly, he can back up that trash talk with his play. I love his confidence level, and I love the personality of Anthony Edwards. I also like the play style that Anthony Edwards has and the mentality that he has. If more NBA players adopted the mentality of Anthony Edwards, the NBA is going to be in a better place than without him. So that is why Anthony Edwards will be able to save the NBA if Adam Silver is able to correctly promote Anthony Edwards in the marketing world. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I'm gonna shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @Dustin Tran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @Dustin Tran and Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.